Di mo nga maano.
Hintay ko lang. Pero naka-live na eh. Hindi, meron daw si ano. Si Betchay daw.
Hindi wala na raw.
Okay na? Okay na siya.
Okay, good evening. Good evening everyone. Thank you for coming. On our final meeting for Winter League, SportZone Winter League. So I hope that all the teams are represented right now. All the teams. So in total, confirmed teams are 34 or 35 teams in 4 categories. So for today's meeting, our agenda is category team, classification of players, confirmed teams, so opening schedule, mali pala, so opening of, mali na, tournament schedule, yung whole schedule natin, complete schedule, saka tournament format. So by the way, before I continue with our agenda, what we did for Season 4 Winter League, SportZone and Limitless officials are merged. So pinagsama na po namin. Officiating in the men's category or the red category will be Obed Castro, Richard Damili, Gracie will be in the red category, and Tarek. For the yellow category, which is women's Class C division, Boyet, we will have the referees, J. De La Cruz, J.M. Pamalaya, and maybe Annie Cruz also as reserve referee. For the white category, which is the beginners, women's beginners before, heading the referee will be Popoy Cabrera, of course, Eric Cruz, and Mark Espinosa. Mark Espinosa. Maybe also Monvira will be refereeing for the white category. For the green category, it will be mixed, either Richard or Obed, Tarek also, because Ali will play, so Boyet cannot referee on the green category.
Ako.
Boy also can referee the green category. So, as I mentioned, we have changed the categories for this season because we don't. By the way, the commissioner for Winter League is Faye Castro. She'll be the commissioner. She'll be the in charge overall for the tournament. I'll be I will overlook everything, but she will be the commissioner. The same as our previous Season 1 tournaments. For Limitless, it will be Annie. For SportZone, it will be Faye Castro. So we have changed the categories this season. White category or the women's recreational level. Yellow category or women's developmental level. Green category or the women's competitive level. And the red category, di ko po sana dapat tatawagin siya na men's developmental level. Parang pwede na kayo sa competitive level. Because right now, we are increasing again the skill level and competition. So we will allow other players who are not allowed before, like Amon, Dalbral, Rainier, Aaron, Camilo, Obed,
Popoy.
So we will allow them. Okay? So to be fair, I know that I heard
Si Mac daw. Pinagtatanong.
Mac?
Pwede. Mac Manzano?
Mac Manzano. Okay.
Depends.
Okay. Depende
See,
kung sino
it
kasama.
doesn't mean those top rated player are playing.
Yes,
Yeah,
okay.
see, it's not about the top class players playing. It's about the composition they are with. Okay? It doesn't mean because if they are allowed to play, it doesn't mean they are allowed to play together.
Yes.
Okay? It's a matter of where are they located.
So it will be, we will be also be determining if we will allow the player, a certain player, to play in one team, okay? And we have the right to disallow someone to play. That's because of team composition and skill level. That's to be fair with the Filipinos, because for Dark Knight, Eagles, and the C team, of course, we cannot assess them individually right now. Because some of their players, we don't know how they play, who they are, what's their background, what's their past like in their country. But we will allow them to play, and what we will do, to be fair, we will reinforce the Filipino teams, so the competition will be higher. Okay? For the white category, ito nga pala Phoenix, defending champion. White category, the reason why we changed from beginners to white category is because we are not, I'm sure we have to admit that we're not beginners and we're not rookies anymore. So we find a way on how to deal with, minsan kasi nagiging literal na. Pag silang beginners, hindi pa pwede si player A kasi matagal na siya nagkaroon. Hindi pa pwede si player B because matanda na siyang player. Alam mo yan? So para ma-solve lang natin, binago na natin ang category natin. So it will be white category for women's recreational level. The white category is a recreational level who knows the basics of volleyball or played volleyball when she was younger or is a complete beginner in volleyball. Players who are in the early learning stages of the game but those skills can also be considered in this category. So sinuhan po namin ang clause. So hindi naman pwedeng, kung sinasabihin natin na beginners or rookies, that would be sa mga bata lang. Sila lang talaga ang mga consider natin na rookies or beginners. And most of us, sa babae po, alam niyo naman, kahit naman, andito tayo sa Qatar as an OFW, para magtrabaho talaga eh. And this will be our recreation talaga. Para pangtanggal ang stress. So tatawagin na po na sila from now on, that's white category. So wala na po tayong beginners, wala na rookies, that will be white category. Okay? And the same with the red category, we increase the level of competition as well. So siguro naman, ayaw nyo lang ng balik-balikan lang tayo ng bola. So you want the game to be faster and competitive. So we have allowed, sino ba ba? Ilaw natin. Okay? Sino ba natin? The previous slammers, yung limit na sa slammers na team, meron mga iba na nagreklamo about sa mga players, pero we allowed them or her to play. Pati ngayon, pinapayagan po namin sila. And then we reinforce yung mga players, yung mga teams, let's say si Hodgepodge, tinatanong na si Micah kung pwede. Yes, pinayagan ko po. Sino po? With the volleyballers, si Maria de Leon, pinayagan namin siya maglaro. Si Liway, pinayagan namin siya maglaro. But, yung white na tayo. See? Oh, parang gano'n si Chas. Yes, nung nakaraang one dilig, gano'n siya. Okay? But still, gaya pa rin sa red category, team composition pa rin tayo. So let's say, we cannot allow dalawa or tatlo na malala. Medyo marunong na talaga sa team. Isa, okay pa. Depende sa team composition niya. Okay po? Si Ate Ay, inilaw na natin kahit na masyadong malakas. Ay, sorry.
Dapat sa red yun.
Si Gans. Right? Si Gans, pinayagan natin maglaro sa white category. Okay? So, ngayon, kaya namin sinasabi sa inyo, kasi our deadline is today, yesterday, 21 December. But we have allowed revisions and modifications in the roster until December 27, 3 p.m. So you can revise your roster until December 27.
Thursday.
Okay? After 3 p.m. ng December 27, no revision, alteration, replacement, or changes in the roster will be allowed. Okay? Unless na lang ang papapalitan nyo, let's say si assistant coach o si manager. Pwede pa siguro. Pero ano pa rin subject for approval pa rin ng ating technical committee. Okay? Next category po natin will be yellow category or women's developmental level. This is the previous women's class C level. Medyo mas mataas lang siya ng konti. Marunong na sila talaga. Pero wala lang ganong blocking, wala lang mga combination plays. So doon namin yun, kinikonsider namin as in the yellow category. Of course, mas mataas na magaling na magdepensa compared mo sa white category. And you know naman siguro kung anong pagkakaiba. The next category will be green category, yung women's competitive level. Yun yung class B natin. Hindi naman sila sobrang galing, pero marunong na sila mag-block. May mga combination plays, minsan hindi na nagagawa, mga ganun. Okay? Nakita nyo, mas mabilis yung bola, mas malalakas na yung mga palo, mas tatagal na yung rally because of defensive skills. Alright? Last is the red category or men's developmental level. We will probably change this to competitive level as basing on our current, the tournament's competitive skill level. So we might rename this to red category men's competitive level. Okay? So for teams C, D, and E, tama? C, D, and E kayo. Dark Knight, Eagles, and Team C. As of the moment, we have received your rosters. We will review. Okay, but definitely, we cannot right now disallow any of your players. But again, we will try to reinforce the Filipino teams. Okay? Filipino teams, okay sa inyo?
Yung team ABC, they are still previous players. They are still yung new lang ang isip.
So according to our technical committee, for the teams C, D, and E, you previous players are, of course, allowed to play. Now we are going to assess again, review, the same with our previous seasons of SportZone, that if we see that the certain player is really like above, like not in the skill and the competition level, so we will be disallowing the player to play in the tournament. With the consideration, of course, of you can replace the player in 14 hours, yes.
And all this should happen before 27. Is that what you said?
No. During the tournament. Because yeah.
Because it's on the actual game, we can see how the player plays.
Okay, and we get a chance to replace.
Yes, you'll be given that opportunity.
If ever you have, let's say, a player like in the club category, you know. But I don't think that you have.
No.
Ah.
Okay. Okay. Purple. Yes. Sorry.
Right now, we are not against the statement of classification of players. However, what if after the elimination, they already played during elimination, and then all of a sudden on the quarterfinals or semifinals, dunalabas yung laro nila? What would happen to them? So let's say, we
Tinatago
allow them
yung
to play. Right?
Tinatago yung laro. Yung player ng class.
We noticed that they're playing as if like us, you know. And then quarterfinals, semifinals, they really have to push for the spot. And then the key players that they have will, you know, will play as pro.
One for me, that's why I'm confident of having SportZone and limitless tournaments because I have the brightest minds in volleyball Filipino community with me. I trust and respect and really trust Obed and Boyet and Huawei for their assessment. So I don't think that we will have any problem with assessment and the classification of players. Because this has happened in the past. Like we disallowed Dan Brown because of skills. We disallowed Paulo because of skills. And if this happens, in our tournament format right now, we have 10 teams for the red category. So we have first round and second round where we go to shuffle teams. Let's say in the first round you'll have we'll group you into 2 groups. So that's 5 and 5. You play against each other. And then the second round we will shuffle the teams. I'll show you later. And by that time in the semifinals for sure all the teams already picked to their level of competition that they are in. So I don't think that it will be a problem. Okay. Purple level. So, in the purple level, yun na naman po tayo meron na. Wait, tama po this. Lasolis, Cathy Sotejo, Joy Salomon, Sidney Masilio, Rachel Taliperi, Maria Belen Hermina, and Luisa de Lima. So, these 6 players cannot play in the Winter League. SportZone Winter League Season 4. Because players listed in the purple category or purple level, this level will be introduced next season. So wala po tayong open ngayon, walang rated. And the SportZone and Limitless has the right to update the list if needed. At saka po yung players and as players assessment, base yan sa SportZone at saka Limitless. So kung yung ibang mga liga, iba yung assessment nila, labas mo kami yun. Okay?
Si Mariam pa.
Ha?
Si Mariam.
Si ano ka? Yun, si Mariam. Yan, hindi siya nasama. Okay? Kasi wala pa tayong purple talaga ngayon. Pero lahat na, para sa mga class B, sa mga green category, lahat na sinama na natin sa isa. So wala na po tayong class A, wala na class B, isa na lang, green category na lang. So magkakasama na po sila lahat. So Slammers, pwede kayong mag-revise ng roster nyo kung kailangan, kung gusto nyo. Kasi pinagsama na natin. Ito na yan. Green level. Yan na po. Naglista kami ng 40 na players na we think ang assessment namin is on green category. So green level siya. Bigyan po namin kayo ng copy. We will post it in our Facebook page then. Lahat po na nandito sa green category level, green level, cannot play in the yellow category. But of course, yung mga nasa yellow at saka sa white can play in the green category if she wanted to play. Okay? There is one issue, don't worry, Annie and Faye and Maya are included in the list. Huwag mo na nandong ka. Huwag ka naman, yun na, sinurat ko tayo. Baka makalimutan namin.
Si Gracie nandiyan ba?
Gracie, salamat.
Dapat ilagay dyan si Gracie eh.
Si Gracie eh. Update nga natin.
For yellow category teams, so ano sa yellow category teams here? Yellow category. Grammars. Right? Divers. Yellow category.
Yung class B nila.
Patinera Aces. Right? Bella Bowlers. Meron isang nire-raise na issue. Hindi naman issue actually. Nire-raise na request si Pandolinis Jalex. We will allow Joyce Unico to be in the yellow category. Joyce. Aces. Ang sabi namin sa kanya, nasa listahan siya. Pero gusto pa rin sana na isabihin sa inyo kung pwede natin siyang i-allow na maglaro sa yellow. Gusto Army Lady. Mabilis ang bola, okay? Okay. Okay, so just to be clear, I raised the issue sa inyo, and our consensus ay hindi pwede. Okay, so good. At least, niraise na namin. Yes. Okay, bibigyan na namin yung list ng mga nasa level.
Propose naman sa FP.
Ito na mga confirmed teams natin for white category. Ball Stealers, Balls on Fire, Volley Brawlers, Peace, Lady Spartans, Phoenix, Expats, Panda Ladies, Hodgepodge, Bella Bowlers, meron pang Revengers CNA, and we are still waiting for one more team para maging todo tayo. So 11 right now, 11 teams, waiting for another one, so para maging 12. Okay?
Rascals.
Hindi, yun ang Lady Spartans.
Spartans.
Okay? For the yellow category, we'll have 10 teams, Hodgepodge, Zyrens, Purple Moms, Panda Ladies, Bella Bowlers, Jay Spikers, Slammers, Divers, Bisdak, at saka 2, 4, 6, 8. 10 na, no? 10. Yung pati nila Aces wala, kasi nalito yung yung logo. Nalito yung logo. Meron na, pati nila Aces. Ito naman sa green, wala pa yung JA1, wala pa yan, hindi pa sure. Talagay ko lang. Slammers, Volleyball, ito yung may ibang lahi. Tapos Army Lady, and pati nila Aces. So, may isa pa yata, hindi natin yung JA1. We'll see. For the red category, Panthers, Blacks, Crossroads Riders, Panda 1, Panda 2, Vodafone. Ano yung tingin nila doon? Vodafone.
Bench.
Bench Perlas. Bench Perlas. BTS Reload. Yung Eagles Volleyball. Dark Knight. Team C. We have a total of 10 teams. Okay? Wala na ba makahabol? Okay ngayon, no? Wala kami nakalimutan? Okay naman, no? Yes, okay. Tournament format. For the white category, ito, makinig po tayo, ha?
Yan na naman.
In the white category, we'll have 12 teams ang iniisip namin. So we'll have 2 groups, Group A and B. Then, after the single round elimination, we'll have pool phase. Of course, A, yung 1A, 5B, 6A, tingnan na lang po natin. Ayan. Teams will be pulled after the elimination round, carry over team standings po tayo. Okay, maliwanag? Carry over. Kasi yung last na limitless, ginawa natin 0-0. So ngayon po, binabalik na natin, gagawin natin carry over yung ating mga team standings. Okay? So yan po ang ating pooling. Tapos sa quarterfinals, yung pool A1, ano nangyari? Naputol. Naputol eh. Pool A1 versus pool pool D2. Tapos pool D1 versus pool A2. Pool D1 versus pool C2. Tapos yung C1 against B2. Naputol lang po. Of course, yung Final Four natin, 5-set team po yan, QF1 versus QF3, QF2 versus QF4. Noong nakaraan, meron tayong discussion dyan eh. Parang merong issue. Ang sinasabi kasi nila, ba't magkakalaban ulit? Kung mapapansin nyo, yung A1, ang kalaban talaga yung D2 eh. So para hindi makalaban ulit itong 4, ginawa natin 3. Okay? Tapos 2 sa 4. Maliwanag po? Para hindi magkakaparehas po na magkakalaban sa semifinals natin. Okay? Yan yung sa ating white category. Championship then, of course, 5 sets. Champion will receive 4,000 reals.
With SAS.
For the yellow and red category, we have total of 10 teams per category. So we'll group, of course, in the first round, we'll group you into 2 groups. Groups A and B. we'll have single round elimination. In the second round, we'll have groups C and D, but we shuffled the teams. So in Group C, in the second round, you have another elimination, one round. So A1, B2, A3, B4, and A5 will be together. And B1, A2, B3, A4, and B5 will be in the Group D. Again, another round. Okay? Same with the white category. In Groups C and D, after the first round, in the second round, carry over team standings pa rin tayo. Okay? Yes, may questions? Any questions? We'll continue. Final four, C1 versus D2 and D1 versus C2. That's here, groups C and D. So in the final four, disregard, after the first round, we have to disregard groups A and B. We'll continue with group C and D. So in the final four, we're talking ng C1 versus D2 and D1 versus C2. Okay? So wala na po A and B. Of course, winners will play in the championship. And no more quarterfinals. No more twice to beat.
May twice to beat, wala.
No.
Kahit walang talo.
No.
Winner take all
Because
lang.
of the semifinals, we don't have quarterfinals, so we don't have twice to beat advantage. Okay? For the green category, so right now you have 4 teams. It might be double round elimination, final 4, 1-4 versus 2-3, then championship game. Format will change depending on the number of participating teams. So baka magbago pa. Tingnan natin. We still have like 5 days para to confirm on how many teams for the green category. As of now, we have 4 teams, maybe 5. So we will update you para sa green category natin. Okay? Next, do you have any questions with the tournament format? Any question? None, thank you. Classification of teams. Now, we have changed the point system. Before, ang point system natin, winner by 2 sets, 2 sets, 3 points. Winner by 3 sets, 2 points. Right? Loser by 3 sets, 0. Tama?
1.
By 3. 1. Loser by 2 points, 0. Loser by forfeiture or default, 0. Okay? For this season, we changed it. If you won by 2 sets, that's 2 points. If you won by 3 sets, but that's 1 point. Any lose is 0. So it's either you lose by 2 or 3 sets. It doesn't matter because you are 0. Okay? In the classification. Clear? Clear? So it matters if you win or you lose. That's it. Okay? For the tiebreaker or the classification of teams, we are talking about not only the tiebreaker but the classification of teams. So before we look into the team standings, we look first into the team points. Right, Faye? Team points. Okay? Then we look into the team standings, then the head-to-head, and the scoration. Okay? So let's say for sa kahit sino, if you are, let's say, 4-5-3, and you have, ilang points per? You have like 12 points, let's say 12 points. Meron 12 points. 5-3, 12 points. The other team has 4-4, but has 13 points. So meaning, in the classification of teams, the 4-4 standing, we will discard it because we will look into the points.
Point system ngayon.
Point system tayo. No, number of points.
Hindi hindi number of teams.
That's why we remove the loser by 3 sets is equal to 1, and loser by 2 sets is equal to 0. So every loss is 0. Lahat. Okay? 0.
Win. No.
Default?
2.
Okay, that's 2 points. Kasi as if you won by 2 sets. Pwede yan. Gusto nyo natin ilalagay natin sa guidelines para hindi makalimutan. Just to be clear, if you won by default or won by forfeiture, that means 2 points. Okay? Sa lahat po yan, ha? Maliwanag? Clear? Any question? Okay. Anong perks natin ngayon? Ang hirap kasi i-pronounce ito eh. Hindi, yung ano, for this season, Mastu the Sushi will be sponsoring the tournament, but they cannot give us, let's say, for this season we might have 18 or 21 games per week, per Friday. That means in 1 court will be 7 or 8 games, or 6, 7 or 8 games. That's 21, but they cannot give us 144 free buffets in 3 months. But they will give us 24 free buffets. So what we will do, we will just give the free buffets for the Mythical 6 and MVPs. And sama natin pati libero. So lahat ng may individual awards will be given free buffets by Mastu the Sushi.
Mastu.
Okay? Okay? Ang hinihingi lang naman nila sa atin, please, i-like lang natin yung page nila para at least ma-market din natin yung restaurant. Okay?
Yes.
Of course, we'll have a player of the game. And this season, we will be implementing the statistics. So, mas magiging accurate, we'll be more accurate in determining the player of the game and the MVP of the season. Okay? This season also, we'll be covering 3 courts sa live streaming. So, wala na magreklamo hindi na ako cover. Pero lahat na ng teams, lahat ng categories will be covered, all the games will be covered because we will use that. You can use that as for the scouting, kung nag-scout kayo ng mga teams and players, and we will be using that for the statistics. Then, okay? And for watch hours.
Challenge.
Not for challenge.
Not for challenge.
No, we cannot,
Not now.
we cannot right now. In time, the PBA will acquire their challenge system, then we will borrow from them. Yes.
Ano yung sumama kita na review sa video tapos mali po?
Talagang wala pa tayo yung video challenges. I mean, although I know na may mga times, we're not perfect din naman talaga. Kahit hindi naman sa officials namin, kahit naman din ako, hindi naman talaga tayo perfecto. So, hindi ko lang talaga masabi sa inyo na weekend, parang balik na yun ang tawag na hindi naman talaga pwede. So, sa ngayon, ang gagawin naman namin sa officials, ako, bilang namumuno ng limit sa SportZone, I am investing sa kanila sa mga officials natin. Paano? Magkakaroon na kami mag-gym na kami ngayon. Mag-gym na kami. Tapos we'll have exercise program talaga para to make all of us physically fit para palagi kaming maayos sa pag-officiate namin. Nagdagdag talaga kami ng mga referees. So, yung mga referees natin hindi pagod na pagod, lalo na pagka hapon na yung laro. Kaya nga pinagsama na namin yung limit sa SportZone para we have enough pool of referees to cover all the games. Imagine, kung kahit sino naman siguro, if you referee 8 games in 1 day, for sure you'll be exhausted. And 90% later games, medyo pangit ka ng pumito. So that's what we did. Ang ginawa nga namin, bawat isang court natin, 4 na referees para magpapalit-palit na. Just to give everyone, kayo, mga teams at players, ng mas maayos na servisyo. Yun po ang gagawin natin. Kaya nga, ginawa din namin ng stats para at least mas mabigyan ng credit yung mga players na deserve naman talaga sa mga award. Na minsan, hindi namin nakikita. Ang hirap kasi, walang numbers eh. Kung kami lang mamimili, wala tayong talagang na figures, baka mamaya maging bias kami. Kaya gusto na talaga namin, magkaroon tayo ng tamang basihan. Okay? Ano pa? Yes?
In connection with this question, is there any structure the grievance committee wherein people get to have the chance to complain? Because let's just face the fact that every game there is always a bad call. So is there any structure the grievance committee already at work?
That's a good point. Noong nakaraang limit gas, we started to implement the evaluation of referees. So we will implement also in the Winter League. So we will give you sheets for referees evaluation. So you will have the chance to evaluate our second and first referees so that you can place your comments or your complaints. And we can probably ask Faye or Obed or the heads of the referees in each court for us to have also like a sheet on the complaints. But for now, the evaluators for us in our team will be Faye and probably Ali and Maya. So don't worry, lahat kami nakatingin talaga. Kung minomonitor niyo yung mga calls ng 90%, we are monitoring the calls 110%. Kasi we want to give you mas magandang servisyo.
Follow-up answer dun sa question mo. So, dun sa, let's say, meron call, on the spot, maybe we could entertain that, kasi magsasuggest kami na magkakaroon ng head referee each court para kung may grievances, on that same spot, pwede natin i-settle at merong mag-decide. Kasi ayaw natin na magkaroon ng what do you call that? Yung protest. Kasi at the end of the day, kung may protest, kung wala naman tayong mga proof of ipipresent, the court stays. So, yun nga, pag-uusapan namin, on that same particular event, you can approach the head referee and then i-settle natin on that. Okay?
Yan na, galing na kayo ito dyan. Sila naman yung mga nag-head talaga ng mga courts. So, that definitely we will do. Na magka-assign na talaga kami for, pwede siguro kahit na every Friday iba. Diba? Parang ikaw yung head referee or officer of the day. Parang gano'n. For every Friday, mag-assign kami ng isa para at least to overlook yung buong court. Yes. Ano pa? Didi ba? May gusto kong sabihin. You can go back to sa replace nung YouTube if you wanted to clear yung something na na-discuss for today. Nakalive kasi naman talaga tayo. Yung dollars na dollars.
Oo. Kasi ano. Hindi, at least para meron ka ng yung mga teams mo para at least
So while inaanap natin para sa
nakalive naman.
Any more suggestions or any experiences sa mga nakaraan na tournaments, season na work talaga para i-raise natin, para mabago, may group. Yes.
So, what's the two best
Very good point from Cora of Phoenix regarding the white category. So, as you were saying, since we allowed some players to play in the white category who are probably like more skilled than the white category players, she's asking if do we have any certain limit of number of players from higher category who can play in each game at the same time? Well, actually, no. So once you're allowed in a category, then you can play whatever you want and whenever you want. No restrictions. And to make sure that if we will allow, let's say, yellow category players in the white category, we are still looking at the team composition. If we could allow a certain player to play in the white category, if he or she is in the yellow category. Let's say, for Peace Qatar, ATI, si Gans, sabi namin pwede, pero wala nang ibang pwede pa na mas mataas. Yun lang. I mean, that's why we set the final meeting today. So you still have 5 days. If you really wanted or need to reinforce your lineup, so you can revise it and send it back. Yes.
In circumstances such as unforeseen or unexpected event that may happen to a player, are teams allowed to replace such member?
No. Since season 1, our stance, our guideline regarding players is if we set the final deadline for the roster, we could not alter, modify, or replace any player for whatever reason.
Identification or injury?
No. That's why we have given all the teams the privilege of having 14 players. I think like if you have 8 to 9 players, that's more than enough to play 1 5-setter game. So it's really on your team composition. Yes. Tagad meron pa siya. Yes. See.
Yung umpires, ano siya? Scorer din or umpire?
Yes. Scorer. The same. The same system. We will use the same system because, you know, our goal is to have statistics.
Pero, di ba parang sa first step na yung hindi ka kaya.
Is to have statistics. But if we are going to, if the organizing committee or SportZone will pay for scorer, first and second referee, then it will be a very big deficit for the tournament. So what we did, we invested in the equipment, we invested in the software, and then we have trained our referees to use the system. So we'll have 2 umpires, 1 first and second referee, and then instead of having a scorer, we put 1 more statistician. So who will get like statistics for us instead of having a scorer. Yes.
No, only the uniform will be implemented immediately this coming the non-uniform.
Tapos dito na lang.
No. We will be allowing.
So long as we have the jersey number in the guide.
Yes. We will be allowing teams to have incomplete uniforms probably until January 4, 11.
Second game.
Maybe January 18. Until January 18. To give you ample time to have your jerseys tailored and ready. At the same color, of course. Same with the guidance before. And the jersey numbers.
Same to jersey.
Yeah.
Ito pa
And please abide by the guidelines of FIVB for the jersey numbers. Should have jersey number in the front of your jerseys. Kasi talaga sobrang hirap sa mga referees natin. At huwag naman dito, yung maliit. At least dito sana para kita-kita. And And then if you can, kung gusto nyo rin naman, for the jerseys, huwag nyo yung masyadong makulay. O kung makulay man,
Babae daw yun.
just make sure na yung solid color or yung number nyo yung makikita. Kasi meron iba na yung ang daming kulay tapos hindi nakita yung number. Mas gusto ko pa ngayon sa team, ano yun, sa Alpha 1. Kita talaga yun. Diba? Diba? Or pati yung mga libero, kung pwede naman. Although ang libero bowlers meron na eh. Pero ang hirap kasi i-distinguish yung iba yung base color sa harapan naman iba sa likod. Diba? Lalo sa libero, napakahirap. Akala mo regular player.
Pero yung sa libero ba, okay lang naman ang number.
Libero na one number.
Hindi pwede.
Mas possible lagyan natin ng number. Kasi kasama din sa statistics yung ano eh.
Alam mo, meron ako mag-agree kayo. Meron akong suggestion dyan. So, pwede kasi yung walang number. Pero sana, lahat ng libero, zero ng number niya. Automatic. Di ba? So, pwede yun eh. So, lahat ng liberos, zero na siya.
Kahit na walang number.
Kahit wala siya number, okay. Para lahat ng players yun lahat ng teams. Kung may libero kayo, make sure yung libero niya will be number 0. Ibig sabihin, kahit 20 siya dun sa jersey niya, number 0 pa rin siya sa amin, sa system. Pero, huwag kayo maglagay ng ibang mga players sa number 0. Okay?
Unahin natin tayo.
Kung okay lang.
Coach.
Yes. Any more?
Kuya, sa categories grade po, wala kasi si Teredo, si Terebons, ba yun? Ngayon, pwede ba daw siya maglaro ng ngayon?
Yes.
Category, unread siya.
Si Tere. Yes. Pinag-usapan na namin.
That's correct.
Yes.
Yung varying number of players, do we have to declare one libero or not necessary?
Or 13. Yes.
Yes, you have to declare one libero. But the twist is, if you have 13 players, you can also declare one more libero. Because in a game, you're allowed 2 liberos. So it's your call. It's an option. For you to declare one more because you have 1 libero. Okay? Or not declare one anymore because you have 1 already.
How about 12?
12, you don't have to declare liberos. You can declare everything.
Everything.
So if you're 13, you will have to declare one.
Yes. And he or she cannot play as a regular player. But one more regular player can play as a libero as long as you will have to declare during before the game. Okay? Yes, any more?
Sa lalaki.
Any more?
Pwede!
Anong tayo, draw lads? Draw lads.
Draw lots. Wala na po, draw lots. Confirm na lahat, bawal na mag-back out. Okay naman lahat. Yes. Okay, yung mga ano ito, yung mga shoutouts.
May question siya.
Oh, yes. Batinera Aces, Bollywood, yung iba natin.
So far,
Apat. Hindi na nakalagay yung batinera. Army tapos kayo. Batinera Aces, lima na. So that would be, kung lima rin, that would be double round. Tapos, parehas lang ng format. Babaguhin natin yung parehas.
Saan maglaro mo siya?
Yes. Go. Ayan. Mag-bumula ko si Kuya. Yes, anymore? Meron pa ka sabihin? Yes.
Draw lads.
Bago ko makalimutan, registration fee is 2,500. Again, the cash price is 4,000 reals. For those who are runner-up as Limitless or SportZone, we have a discount. A Limitless is 500 reals. SportZone season 3, that's 10% fee, 10% of the registration fee. Okay? Those who played in the one-day league does not have discount. Wala po. Ang sabi ko nung nag-meeting with regarding one day league or last meeting, baka sakali. Pero since we are investing talaga para sa mas maganda ng liga natin, kaya po hindi natin kaya talaga ng budget. Okay? Hindi na pa namin, forecast natin ulit. And then, sana before yung opening natin, before soft opening on Friday, makabayad tayo ng 1,000. Yun yung initial na bayad, payment para sa kanila. Before start, sana na 20.
Drawlets tayo.
Again, bago tayo mag-drawlets muna tayo, sige.
Sa lalaki mo na.
Sige, lalaki. Punta mo na sila.
Bakit?
Kung may babayad po kayo, of course, maghawak kayo ng ating finances ngayon, si Maya sa Security. Kung gusto niyo mag-lock, dito kay Ali, may hawak to. Basta yung pagkakaperahan sa amin ni Payon, yung mga gastos sa kanila. Ano sa atin? Dark Knight will be A1.
Tapos yung Eagle.
Team Eagles A4. Team C B5. By the way, ang head po ng stats natin si Monspiran.
Boss Viray, sorry. Dali kaya.
A5 toppers. After sa... Sila gusto mo po
Magabot lang kayo Sino gusto mo yung best player?
Yes!
That's B2.
Tapos, team bench, ano yun? Per last.
Bench Perlas, A3.
Coach. Coach. Yung panda pala dapat pala pinag-iwalay mo ang dalawang team. Hindi.
Hindi, okay lang yun. Kasi gagawin.
Ano panda?
B3.
Ayan na. Panda 2, B3. Dali.
B4.
Panda 1, B4.
Panda 2, B3. Ano pa yung
Sino
wala?
wala? Riders.
Riders and
Crossroads.
tsaka ano ba? Para sa riders.
Crossroads ha.
Crossroads.
Para sa Crossroads. A2. Crossroads A2. BTX.
Ayun, BTX.
Yung BTX po, BTX. B1. BTX B1.
Ito yung groups natin. Crossroads.
Okay, so ito po yung grouping sa amin for red category, Group A, Dark Knight, Crossroads Riders, Bench Perlas, Team Eagles, saka Panthers.
Ito yung C.
Sa Group B, BTX, Dax, Panda 2, Panda 1, at saka Thief.
Tingin.
Okay, sa ano naman,
Tayo.
yellow.
Yellow category.
Yellow naman, yellow.
Anong yellow? Sino ba sa yellow?
Yan, Peace. Yan, si Patrera. Bella Borders, Hotspot.
B3.
Aces, B3 and Aces. Bella Borders, A2. Hodgepodge, A5. Slammers. Let's see my drivers. Slammers, B2.
B5.
Divers, B5. Pupunta ka para kay Big Spikers. Big Spikers, A4.
Sino ba?
A4, Big Spikers, A4. Sino ba?
Sino ba?
Ano yan? Zyrens.
Zyrens, A3. Panda Ladies, A1.
Sama-sama sila. Dalawa pa.
Yun ang magkakasama. Army ladies.
Wala, sa green sila.
Wala
Green.
Bisdak.
Bisdak.
Bisdak, B1. Bisdak. Saka Purple Moms,
Kanina.
B4. Purple Moms. Para?
Okay, ito na yung ano.
Sino nga?
Bella Borders.
So, ipag-mention.
Okay.
Ito na po yung ating bolahan. Sa yellow category group A, Panda Ladies, Bella Ballers, Zyrens, J Spikers, Hodgepodge. Group B, Bisdak, Slammers, Batinera Aces, Purple Moms, Divers. O sa white naman tayo, white category.
White, peace. Peace. A2, peace.
Peace Qatar, A2.
Bella Borders, A4.
Bella Ballers, A4.
B5.
Hodgepodge, B5.
Inisan na lang niya. Unang panahon sa
A6, Panda Ladies.
A6, Panda Ladies. Body Brawlers,
A1.
A1. Phoenix. Lady Spartans.
Started.
Lady Spartans sila.
B1.
Lady Spartans, B1.
Spartan.
Phoenix.
Phoenix.
B2.
B2, Phoenix. Bubunutin ko, Expats. A3, Expats. Balls on Fire. A5. Ball Stealers. B6. Ball Stealers. B6.
B6.
Sino ba fail? Wala. Revenger CNA. B3.
Okay na, different level lang sila.
Tapos yung isa pang team na kasali pa, B4.
Before yung income.
Ito yung summary natin for white category. Group A, Volley Brawlers, Peace Tatar, Expats, Berna Bowlers, Boss on Fire, saka Panda Ladies. Sa Group B, Navy Spartans, Phoenix, CNA, yung isang kipa, Hodgepodge, saka Ball Stealers.
Yellow nung yung yellow.
Yung sa green naman, yung lima lang ang apat lang yun. So, wala na tayong pulutan. Okay? Maliwanag na po lahat?
Next.
Next! Para matapos na tayo, want to make SportZone leagues better than others? Gusto nyo ba? Tulungan nyo kami. Tulungan nyo kami. Tulungan nyo maghanap ng sponsor. Maghanap ng makakatulong sa atin. And of course, we'll give you rewards. Mara nyo. Okay, ang sinasaang sa amin, pag nagbigay ka ng sponsor, that's 10% yung sponsorship na bibigay nila, bibigay ko namin sa inyo. Okay? Kaya isa pa, if you really wanted to help SportZone and Limitless na mas maganda yung liga, please subscribe din sa ating YouTube channel, Limitless Sports Qatar, and watch yung replays ng mga videos natin. Or please tell your relatives and your friends para panoorin nila yung mga live streaming natin. Okay? For 2019, ito gusto ko sabihin talaga, I mean, hindi pa buong-buo yung plano, pero for 2019 po, we wanted to help yung mas mga nangangailangan ng tulong kaysa sa atin. So, mag-aalap po talaga kami ng budget. Mag-aalap kami ng budget para makatulong tayo pare-parehas.
Thank you.
Totoo yun. So, basta yan ang sila po namin. This 2019, we are planning to have awards night.
Kaloka ka. Miss Universe?
Parang ganun. Awards night po. That would be year-end natin. Parang year-end party na rin. So sa ngayon pa lang pong season na to, mag-aalap na kami ng budget para kukunti ma-provide po ng mga liga natin. Ganon, parang ganon. Awards night yun. So mag-aalap tayo na parang Coach of the Year, mag-aalap tayo ng MVP of the Year, hindi lang ng season, kundi ng buong taon. So parang ganon. Meron na talaga. Nagawa natin yan. Okay? So, tulungan nyo po kami, supportahan nyo kami para magawa natin lahat yan. Kung wala kayong mga teams, of course, hindi po namin magagawa yan. Kaya maraming salamat ulit sa support nyo.
Formal tayo.
Naka-formal tayo.
Formal tayo noon?
Formal yun. Formal yun. Parang gusto ko na-excited niya ako.
Bumili na pala ng ano sa niya.
Kaya napapa-ano na kami, papa-condition kami, papa-resusan. Para makapag-isip na kami ng mga. Well, pwede. Parang di pwede yun. Hindi pwede. Meron na rin kami pinapalo by January na Volleyball Academy. So, tutuloy na po namin yung matagal na namin yung plano ng Academy. Nagpapala rin kami ng aming mga exercise programs para to stay fit and healthy. So, pwede rin po kayong sumali. We will give discounts sa mga kasali sa mga liga ng SportZone and Limitless. Okay? Yes, yung fitness program natin, yan, maganda rin yan. Kung kailangan nyo yung fitness program, at least nandito na lang tayo, I'll give you discount. Para mas maging fit tayo. Kasi, totoo yung sinasabi ko kanina, I'm investing, or we are investing sa mga officials, kaya po ginagawa ko na. Okay? Ano ba? Ano ba? Ano ba? Wait. Dami ka na sinabi.
Schedule ng games.
Ayun, schedule. So, opening schedule natin. Post natin bukas o sa makalawa. By the way, ito pa pala. Since magkakaroon tayo ng cup kasi, magkakaroon tayo ng badminton tournament, Limitless Badminton Cup 2019, dito po sa PBA. That will be on January 24, 25, and February 1. So, magkakaroon tayo ng pahinga na 2 linggo. So, ang gagawin po namin, we will have more games than Fridays. So, kung papalaro yung lahat, mga ilan laro tayo? That's 4, 4, 8, plus
4.
4, 16. Tapos na mga 18.
18.
Tama?
Ayun.
So, we will have, guys, after that, 24 games ng isang Friday.
Wow.
Okay? So, sa mga lalaki, nasa sa red saka sa yellow category, so maaaring may ulit na laro. Kasi sa 10 lang tayo. Okay? So baka isa lang naman o dalawang laro lang. Sa mga white category naman, 12 naman sila, so makakalago sila. Okay? So 24 games po tayo ng privates. Okay? Kung wala na, maraming salamat. Thank you very much. And see you again.